Hello everyone. Today I'm going to share you how to create an Android application with a keystore file. Generally, how we will generate an Android application using Service Center as well as Service Studio, right? We can distribute Android and iOS mobile apps in OutSystems, both Service Studio as well as in Service Center. Today we are going to see how can we configure an Android app in order to generate a build with the keystore file. So if you click on configure here, this is our Android icon. And if you want to generate and configure your application, you have to click this configure. So first of all, you have to put your build type. What is build type? A build type basically will have three types in Android. The first is debug, release, and Google Play App Bundle. What is a debug build type? If you put that as debug, a mobile application that you are going to generate that will be enabled with all the debugging capabilities and other debug services and some other development related activities in that APK file. So if you put that as debug, then you don't need to add all these informations, key store, alias, password, all these things. The only thing you should have your app identifier to be defined, right? So this is for debug. And if you want to give to release and Google Play, right? So these were both are similar. And if you're making an application to release, means you cannot debug that application, right? It's a final release. Your production application can also be in release build type, right? If you want to make that production application to be go into Google Play, right? So if you want to upload it on Google Play Store, you have to make that build type as Google Play Store, Google Play App Bundle, and then generate your application. Then it will be available to upload in Google Play Store. And in order to upload your application in Google Play Store, there will be some steps available, and you have to follow that steps. And you should create your own Google Google developer account, and with that only you upload this application into Google Play Store, right? So these are the differences between debug, release, and Google Play App Bundle. So you can create based on your business needs. And in order to create my application in debug mode, and I should require app identifier. If you click save, it will be a required field. What is an app identifier, right? Let's see here. If you go to events, I'm going to my events application, and in distribute tab, you can either generate or configure your applications in Service Studio as well as Service Center. Both ways you can do. I'm going to click on generate Android app, and see here the build type as APK and app identifier is auto-filled, right? A unique ID that identifies your app in stores and devices. So this should be unique identifier, means the same identifier should not be added across your environment to any other mobile apps. So I mean, this should be unique. So you can copy this and then paste it here, right? And for in order to generate a debug APK, your key store is not required, password, alias, nothing is required. These fields are optional. And if you click on save, it will be saved. Now our debug application is saved, that's it. So you can save and generate. If you click on save and generate, it will be automatically your Android mobile application will be generated, right? So how can we generate a mobile app with the key store, right? That is a different thing. So if you want to generate release and Google Play App Bundle, you have to create your key store file. What is a key store file generally? So most of us will struggle in these steps. How can I do with this key store and how to generate them, right? Key store is a security file that will be built upon RSA algorithm, right? RSA, that's a cryptography algorithm. So that cryptographic is verified with a lot of things in background on Android applications. So in order to make your app secure, by default, release and Android app bundle, both types should require a key store should be uploaded here. Okay. Now this is clear that in order to generate my application with the build type, release and Google Play, I should upload this key store file and all of these stuff. Right. How can I generate a key store file or can I build my own key store file? Yes, you can build your own key store file. It requires some steps to do this. Key store file usually generated with a key tool. If you, I will also share this link. How can I create a key store? This is a Stack Overflow link. So here they have added a list of commands in order to generate a key store file. This key tool is the one who generates the key store file. Generally this key tool we will not have in our machine, right? In order to install this, um, we have to install jdk. Let me open my steps that I have followed. See, in order to run key tool commands, so this is the command that we need to run in order to generate a key store file inside this command prompt, right? So inside this command prompt, you have to enter these commands. If if you need to enter this command, this key tool should be installed in your machine. What is this key tool is? It's a JDK utility. You have to install JDK first. Inside JDK, a key tool utility will be available, and you can then only you can use it. So in order to download JDK, you have to visit this site. I will share this file with you. You can quickly go through it. I'll also attach the installation video. You can check it. Just download this. Once it is downloaded, you have to install this JDK. Please find the installation video as follows. Yeah, I think the installation has been done. Hope you guys got an idea how to install that JDK for a key tool command line integration. Now, let us come to the same page here and I'll try to generate a release APK without giving any keystore file or alias, right? I'm trying to saving it. See, must select a keystore file from your computer, right? So these things are mandatory in order to generate a build with a release APK. Fine. Now we are going to generate a keystore file. In order to generate a keystore file, as I said earlier, we need to execute this key tool command. I will tell you what does this mean. Key tool is the one which is going to generate a keystore file, and this is the command for generating it. And this is the target directory you need to give. I have given us D directory. Inside this is my folder, and inside it you have to name your keystore file name. And in my case, I added it as my key. If you want to change it, you can change it. And in alias, alias is your project name. Maybe what is your mobile application name? You can give it here. And this is the RSA algorithm. And we need to mention this key size as 2048 and validity as 10,000 days. This is a in days format. Okay. So if you give 10,000, so it is this key is valid for 10,000 days. Now these steps are done, right? JDK is installed. Now open command prompt as a admin user. Let's go to the search CMD and run as administrator. Click on run as administrator. Yes. Now a command prompt is open, right? Program files. So Eclipse Adaptium is the one we installed, right? Inside this, we will have JDK 117, right? And if you go into this, we will have bin here. And inside bin, you can check keytool. Yeah, this is the one. This is the application that is going to help us in order to generate a keystroke file. Now we need to call this inside this command prompt, right? Let's cd slash. This will clear the path. Now let me put cd program files. If you tab, it will tell all the inside elements of that folder. So program files, put slash and type, click on tab. It will give you the folder names, and we need to select this Eclipse Adaptation. This is what we installed, right? And slash JDK hotspot, yes, and slash bin. That's it. Now we are into that folder thing. I mean, where the key tool is located. CMD run as administrator. You can go into that details and then add it. Otherwise, you can also put it directly here. Now click on enter. So this will automatically find where the key tool exists and it is executing here. If it is not working for you by running this key tool under this system 32, you can do one thing as I described before steps. You can go into that key tool where the key tool is located. Inside that folder you can run these things, right? Either way it should work. So for me it is working when I paste it here itself. Now here we need to enter our key store password. In a command prompt, if you type it, it will not be visible, or it will not be known whether you typed or not. So when you press the keyword, just make sure you pressed it and the exact password, note it down, right? So in my case I'm typing my password, but you don't know whether I'm typing or not. Let's say I have typed my password, but the cursor is on the same place. We don't know whether we typed a password or not. Now I typed it, click on enter, press on enter. Now you have to enter the same password. If you enter a wrong password, see, they don't match, try again. Now we have to enter again one more time. Retype new password. Done. I have entered my password. Here what is your first and last name? Here you can add your application things, right? Events, application, organization, unit, development. You can give anything here, something meaningful, right? So you don't need to give what I'm typing here exactly. You can give your name, your related details of your application. uh, I think these values are optional. If you want to give, you can give, otherwise you can press enter. Now it asks that is it correct or not. If you click yes, done. We're done with generating RSA key pair. See, 2048 bit RSA key pair and self-signed certificate with validity of 10,000 days. It is stored under access keys under events.keystore. Now our key store is ready. If we can check it here on B column, see, events.keystore is now ready, key store file. That's it. Creating key store is done. And yeah, now rest of the things are very simple. Now you need to upload your generated key store file here, events keystore. Now you remember the password that you entered here should be added correctly. Okay, alias is the one when we give here alias as index, so you need to give the same alias, right? Alias password you can type the same password as it is. Now the build type is release APK. App identifier we have given, key store password, alias password. Key store password and alias password, I've given it as same key store password I added in alias password as well. Now let me click on save. Yeah, mobile app configuration successfully saved, right? Now we can generate it, save and generate. That's it. So this is how we need to configure an Android application with the keystore file generated. Hope this session is helpful to you. You can practice this in your local machine. If you have your office laptop, I think you should ask permission with your admin team. Maybe you will not be allowed to install these JDK files in your machines. So you have to get permission with admin team, and then you can install in your office laptop. Then you can work it out. So if it is your personal environment, then that is also fine. Or you can do one thing. You can generate this keystore file alone with your personal laptop, and then that file can be used to generate this application, right? So that is also fine. Anything you can separate this process into a separate laptop, and then get that keystore file and share it with your teams or something, and from there you can configure this here. So that's it. The application is being generating. Let's wait for a few more minutes until it finishes. Application is generated with the configuration, right, that we have given for a keystore file. I download it and install it. Yeah. If you want to check in Service Studio, it will be updated. I think we need to refresh it. Let's go back and dive in. Let's go to distribute. And you can see it here. Yeah, the application, by scanning this you can install the application installation link, and with that you can install the application. See, it is now generated with the configuration that we have set, right? See, even start keystore password, alias, all these things that we have done in Service Center is also available in Service Studio. um, I hope it will be an useful session to you guys, for reference, and thank you so much for watching this video. Keep supporting for more videos, and we'll see you on my next video. Thank you. Bye bye.